Hello friends, this video on Waves Part 9 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till Part 8 before going ahead with Part 9. Now let us see what do we mean by wavelength of a wave. Wavelength. What does this term indicate? Length of a wave, right? So we know that in a wave, this is how a wave looks like, right? This wave keeps repeating itself in the same pattern. So what do I mean by wavelength of a wave? It is nothing but the distance between the two nearest peaks. This is known as wavelength. So how do we define it? It is the minimum distance between two consecutive points in the same phase of wave motion. Just now we talked about phase, right? So what do you think would be the nearest point for this point which is in phase with it? As we go down, this point and this point will be in phase. So we can say that the distance between these 2 points is wavelength. Similarly, this point and this point are in phase. So the distance between these 2 points is wavelength. So it has to be the minimum distance between two consecutive points which are in the same phase. It is generally denoted by the letter lambda. Now in case of a transverse wave, we generally use the term crest for this peak, the peak of maximum displacement. So this is generally known as crest, and the dip, that is the point of minimum displacement, that is known as trough. So crest and trough. So in case of transverse wave, we can also say that wavelength is nothing but the distance between two crests or the distance between two troughs, right? Now, what in case of a longitudinal wave? In case of a longitudinal wave also, wavelength is nothing but the distance between two consecutive compressions or two consecutive rarefaction. That means the distance between, let us say, this point and this point, or the distance between this rarefaction to this rarefaction. So the distance between two compressions or distance between two rarefactions, provided the two compressions are the nearest compressions, right? So this is all about wavelength of a wave. Now let us look at a simple example. Let us suppose I have a wave in this form, okay? Let us denote this point as A and this point as B. Now let us suppose I say that the length AB is equal to 10 meters. This is what I say. I say AB is 10 meter. Find out the wavelength of the wave, that is, find out lambda. So what would be the wavelength? Wavelength is nothing but the distance between two peaks or two troughs, or the distance between two consecutive points which are in the same phase. Now if you compare the point A, which is the nearest point which is in phase with point A, it is this point, right? So that means the distance of point A to this point is nothing but wavelength, right? So let us suppose this point is AX. Okay, so what is AX? AX is nothing but half of AB. So what is X? X is the nearest point in phase with point A, right? So AX is nothing but wavelength. Now, as seen from the figure, AX is nothing but half of AB. I told you before also, this is 1/4, this. They are all equal. So AX is half of AB. Therefore, AX is nothing but half of AB is 10 meters. That is equal to 5 meters. Therefore, the wavelength of the wave is 5 meters. So this was a small example to tell you What exactly is wavelength, or how do you evaluate wavelength of a wave? Now, in case you find difficulty in finding out the point which is in phase with a particular point, you can also use the logic of distance between two consecutive troughs or distance between two consecutive crests. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.